horrific month for people living in the nation's heartland. The latest severe storm system overnight has killed at least 16 people, and tonight more than 100 million of you are under the threat of dangerous weather. The worst of the devastation stretching across Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Denton and Cook counties in Texas are among the hardest hit. CBS's Dave Malkoff is in Valley View, Texas, about 60 miles north of Dallas. Good evening to you, Dave. I see there's a lot of devastation there behind you.
There is, Jerika. Good evening. The threat of severe weather remains active tonight, and scenes like the one behind me have people in the South and Midwest bracing for impact. Deadly severe weather is on the move. Multiple violent tornadoes are moving across the South and Midwest tonight, where more than a dozen people are dead and many more injured. The trails of damage stretching across Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma.
Hell, it's headed right for us.
Daylight exposed the devastation from a confirmed tornado in Cook County, Texas. From the roof, it's all dead.
I want a blanket.
Then go get a blanket and sit on the couch. Asher's not a very good thunder buddy.
What else did I find?
You have to go back to your room.
No!
Holy freaking crap, that just hit our tree. Yeah, get inside. Get inside.
You can see his body right there.
All right, Shalom. Right, that was just a few videos of the King of Terror, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Right, they not, you know what I'm saying, all love. They're not good all the time, right? That's what you've been taught, right, in this whole house called the Christian church. But the Most High is to be feared, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? Because Yahweh Shai has dominion, right, as well. And that judgment comes in many different ways, right? So the beginning of wisdom is fear, right? You saw that last video when the Jake was on fire. That should put fear in your heart. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, there was a production of them, right? So that's why we know we fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Deuteronomy 32 and 39, it says, see now that I, even I, am he. There is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So once your number is called, right, your spirit is called back into the spiritual realm. There's nothing you can do about it. That's why the beginning of wisdom is fearing the Most High, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? So you just saw the glimpse of the fear that the Lord can bring your way. There's many more videos, right, that I can show you, right? And people is going to be experiencing this King of Terrors coming, you know, real soon, right? Let's go here. Hebrews 10 and 31, KJB. It says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's why we warn our people. That's what drives us. That's a part of the drive for us to do these lessons, right? To continue to warn our people of the Most High that he's not good all the time. He would kill you in so many different ways, right? And, you know, he ain't got to even get you like on something like this. He can get you with a disease, all right? Like cancers, you know, many different, you got some called lupus. You got many different ways the Lord can do you in, right? He can hit you with some kind of infirmity, right? He can make you suffer and die slow, right? So I'll put in what is, how many diseases is it? It says more than 26,000 diseases, right? It says represented in all areas of the body, right? So you can get hit with bone cancer, right? Many different ways the Lord can do you in, right? So that's why the beginning of wisdom is fearing the Most High, right? Because he controls your destiny. Proverbs 9 and 10. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, right? Why is this the beginning of wisdom? Because right? Your common sense kick in once you know the true character, the true personality of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That turns into fear, right? Because he can do you in so many different ways. He can unalive you so many different ways. He can not even unalive you. He can just put you through a traumatic experience when you don't even die, right? You just suffer. He can take your legs from you, right? Your eyes, your arms, whatever. It says, in the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So you see the Lord getting busy, right? We seen all these strange weather, these tornadoes, right? And the Lord is getting busy. He's showing his judgments, right, throughout the earth, right? Because these people are wicked, right? And that's why we fear the Lord. That's really the beginning of common sense. Let's go here. It says 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, Yahweh, we persuade men, right? But there's knowing the terror of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, we constantly persuading you to stop doing your wickedness, to turn to the Lord. Don't take your time, right? Don't do it at your own leisure, right? Because you might not even wake up to the next day, right? And the Lord got so many ways. They had this show called, I think, 1,000 Ways to Die, right? That was a heavy show. It's kind of like Final Destination, right? But in real life. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. You saw that little boy in that video, he was terrified, right? And that was just a lightning strike, right? And the lightning strike will make you tremble, right? It says, but we are made manifest unto God power, and our trust also are made manifest in your consciousness, right? So that's the reason why we continue to warn our people. The so-called white man gave you a God, right, that don't bring judgment, that he love everybody. That's a false character, right? That's a fictitious character that they gave you with these idols called God and Jesus. That's why people don't fear the Lord, because they don't really know his personality. They don't know how he get down, but they're going to find out, right? We know what time it is. Lord is the king of terrors, man. Job 18 and 14. It said his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. Do you hear this? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the king, right? The king of terror. Let's go to this word terrible, terror. Let's let this load up. And I had another lesson already loaded up, but the Spirit moved me to go into this lesson because you've been taught this Bible all wrong. You got the incorrect personality of the Lord. The Lord delights in judgment, right? It says terror, extreme fear, dread, horror. It's many different scenarios and situations I could break down to you that this would terrify you, man. Right? Imagine you in a tornado and you hear it coming. It sounded, most people say it sounds like a freight train. Imagine you hear like a freight train coming your way. That's terrifying, right? But like I said, you can get hit with elements of the body. Your body you can have a damn hemorrhoid, right? You know what I'm saying? The Lord can plague you so many different ways. That's why it's best to, get in line. Terror. It says the meaning of terror is a state of intense or overwhelming fear. Like you saw that little boy, there was overwhelming fear, right? And this goddamn mama, whoever that was, she oblivious to what almost happened, right? Because lightning would delete you. You know what I'm saying? A lightning strike would delete you, man. Right? So let's go here. It says second Esdras 8 and 21. So we have to break the character of the Lord, the person of the Lord down to you correctly, because the so-called white man has gave you a slander. They gave you an incorrect presentation of the Lord. That's why people don't take it seriously. They don't take the Lord seriously or his son. But if they really knew what we know, they would. They'd be in terrible fear, right? Second Esdras 8 and 21. It says, whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the host of angels stand trembling. Do you hear what this saying? You got one angel can destroy this whole earth. Stand before the Lord trembling. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua trembling, man. Right? And that's why you see these precarious judgments go out. And these people, right before they get deleted, they are in extreme fear, right? Because they don't know what's going on. That's why when you wake up to your senses and you really know the character of the Lord, you start to tremble, right? You start to really be in fear, because you know the Lord can do you in so many ways. That's why it's best, you know what I'm saying, once you wake up to the truth, to get yourself together and stay on that right track, right? Let me see what else I want to hit. Do I got everything right? But yeah, this is just going to be a quick little lesson. Like I said, it's showing you the terrifying nature of the Lord, how he get down. There's no such thing as no accidents. Everything's been orchestrated. Let's go back here to prove that, right? Everything's been calculated. So we got death looming over our life in this world, you know what I'm saying, until we get freed from this bondage of this body. That's why we need new bodies. You Jakes really don't understand that. That's outside of this truth, right? You're oblivious to the danger that you're constantly in. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, see now that I, even I, am he. There is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. So the Lord can even do this number on you. He can get you to say, you know, that third video when the guy burned up, he can burn him up just enough to not kill him. And keep their spirit in that body to feel that pain. And then he would have to go through that tedious, painful rehab. Think about that for a minute. Right? So in so many ways, the Lord can jack you up, right? He can bug your mind out, right? He can, you know, take you from rags to riches, you know what I'm saying? I mean riches to rags, you know what I'm saying? He can drop you, and he can, you know, so many different ways. That's why we making it very clear who the Lord is, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua are, and what they do and how they get down, because you've been given, right, a lie. It says, and I'll make alive, I wound and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So your money can't deliver you, right? Your pastor, your fake pastor can't deliver you, right? It's a one-on-one judgment between Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakak Quadash. Shalom.